So, admin Rich po. Hello! Yan. So, imbitahin ko lang kayo mga guys, no? Gusto ko lang kayong imbitahin sa January 31, no? Sa rally po natin, Impeach Lucring. No? So, kilala niyo po ba si Lucring? So, rally po natin ha, Impeach Lucring, January 31, 9:30 a.m. sa People Power Monument, no? Kung malapit lang naman po kayo or kung taga Metro Manila kayo or malapit na probinsya, no? Malapit na probinsya sa kumbaga Metro Manila, punta po kayo, no? At suportahan po natin ang Impeach Lucring rally, no? Impeach Sara, yan. So ito po ay sa Impeach Sara Duterte. Join the multi-sectoral rally on January 31, 9 a.m. at the People Power Monument. Gathering for accountability. Impeach Sara. People Power Monument, EDSA. 31 of January 2025, Friday, 9 a.m. Magsuot ng white shirt at peach ribbon, no? So yan po yan, yung Impeach Lucring, no? So punta po kayo alas 9 po ng umaga sa January 31, no? Friday po yan, Friday. So suportahan po natin itong Impeach Lucring rally, no? Para ito po ang okay. So sa 31 din po may magaganap na ibang rally sa, pero mga bandang ano pa yun bandang alauna hanggang alas 7, no? At doon po hindi tayo pupunta doon kasi ibang grupo yun, no? Pero dito tayo sa alas 9 ng umaga, no? Impeach Sara. Yan. Yan po, no? So kasama po natin syempre yung Magdalo, no? Magdalo po kasama natin at iba pang mga group, multi-sectoral po ito, no? So, yun po mga kaibigan ay kung malapit lang naman kayo, no? Punta po kayo. Kung kayo ay malapit lang. So, punta po kayo kung kayo po ay sa Santolan ba yun, madam? Sa may People Power Monument po, no? People Power Monument. Malapit yata yan sa White Plains, no? Kahilera po ng kahilera din ng ng Robinsons, di ba? White Plains muna. People Power Monument muna. And then sa bandang unahan ay Robinsons, no? Robinsons Supermarket. Supermarket. Ano ba yun? So, doon po tayo sa People Power Monument. Tapos, di ba, yung sa unahan, EDSA naman, EDSA Shrine, no? So, hindi po tayo doon. Doon po tayo sa People Power Monument. Yung merong mga, may mga bantayog, yung babae na kaganon na, Tapos, may mga, alam niyo na, yung kung saan kami nag-rally nung January 18, no? So, doon po tayo ulit sa People Power Monument. So, punta po kayo, no? At, bring your own baon, di ba? Bring your own baon, bring your own water, no? So, dito po hindi po kami mag-organize nito. So, kami lang po ay inimbitahan para sumuporta dito. So, pumunta po kami, no? Punta po tayo in support po kasi alam naman natin na tayo ay pro-impeachment kay Sara Duterte, no? Kasi gusto natin na mapa-impeach na talaga itong si Lucring, di ba? Kailangan na po nating ipa-impeach si Lucring kasi si Lucring, mga kaibigan, ay psychopath, di ba? Siya ay isang psychopath at wala po siyang karapatan na mamuno sa ating bansa dahil siya po ay psychopath. Merong criminal mind. Psychopath, di ba? So, nakita natin kung paano siya mag-meltdown, mga guys. Yung bang tipong nag-hire ng assassin, mga kaibigan. Biruin nyo ha, nag-hire ng assassin at sinabi pa niya, on public, ganun siya kasamang tao. No? At confirm ang kanilang Davao Death Squad. Confirm. Kasi biruin nyo ha, Vice Presidente ka, dating DepEd Secretary, kumausap ka ng tao, nag-hire ka ng assassin, so ibig sabihin, masamang tao ka. Kasi, may kilala kang assassin, may kilala kang killer, nakikipag-usap ka sa assassin. At kinontrata mo na talaga yung assassin, ha? Oh. So, mga kaibigan, nilaglag niya ang sarili niya. Kinumpirma lang niya na silang mga Duterte merong Davao Death Squad, merong mga assassin, meron silang killer. Diba? Masamang tao. In short, masamang tao. Diba? Masamang tao. Oh. Kasi kung hindi siya masamang tao, hindi siya kakausap ng assassin para ipatsugi ang Pangulo, ang First Lady, at saka ang Speaker of the House. Diba? Sino lang naman ang nag-hire ng assassin? May mabuting tao ba na nag-hire ng assassin? Wala. Wala. Ang nag-hire lang ng assassin ay masasamang tao. Yung mga tao na masasama, mga nagpapatsugi, yan ang nag-hire ng assassin. Pero kung mabuting tao ka, hindi mo gagawin yan. Kasi may takot ka sa Diyos. Kasi, naisip mo, masama ang magpatsugi ng tao. Yung mag-iisip ka pa lang ng masama sa kapwa mo, alam mo na masama yan. Diba? Sabi nga sa Bible, huwag ka mag-iisip ng masama sa kapwa mo. Kahit isip lang huwag mong gagawin. Kasi, yan ay nakikita yan ng Diyos at ayaw ng Panginoon na tayo nag-iisip ng masama sa kapwa natin. Mayroong balik yan, may karma yan. Kasi yung ginawa ni Lucring, hindi lang siya nag-isip, kundi nag-hire pa siya ng assassin. Oh. Ibig sabihin, si Lucring ay isang masamang tao. Masamang tao talaga si Lucring. Diba? Nag-hire ng assassin. Yan yun. No? At hindi nyo pwedeng ipagtanggol ang isang Lucring. Oh. Kasi huling-huli na si Lucring sa kanyang pagiging masamang tao. Diba? Masamang tao si Lucring. Kaya hindi siya pwedeng maging Pangulo ng Pilipinas dahil si Lucring ay masamang tao. Diba? Yun ang katotohanan. Impeach Sara. Impeach Lucring. Panagutin si Lucring. Yan ha. Panagutin si Lucring. So ngayon guys, ibabalik po natin ngayon ang mga reasons, no? Mga dahilan kung bakit po kailangan na nating ipa-impeach si Lucring. Yan. Okay, just in case po na nakalimutan ng sambayan ng Pilipino, ipapalabas po natin, no, kung bakit po kailangang ma-impeach na talaga si Lucring. Okay. Yan.
With nuance, if
Hindi ko masyadong ipapakita na, no, kasi baka makaka-copyright ako,
nevertheless,
no?
we cannot brush aside, certainly, all the abuses and infractions that we have identified during the course of our inquiry in aid of legislation. And in addition to the offenses which have been raised already by our esteemed colleagues, I wish to add perjury. Perjury can be committed orally or in writing. If it is orally, the perfect example or illustration, I believe, are misrepresentations during inquiry in aid of legislation. We often hear this. you will be committing perjury because all
Perjury.
resource persons in inquiry in aid of legislation and
Ah.
even in all forms of investigation, we place them under oath.
Ah,
At ang
diba?
lahat ng pagsisinungaling while under oath, we call it
Ah.
perjury. Again,
Correct.
the best illustration of an oral perjury are those committed by resource persons appearing in this investigation while making several misrepresentations. However, Mr. Chair, when it comes to written perjury,
Mm.
I wish to break down
Mga
the
nagsinungaling.
elements of this offense so we
Habang
can
under oath.
better illustrate how this is
Makinig kayo dito
determined.
mga DD-sheets, ha?
Talking
Makinig
about
kayo dito.
elements, Mr. Chair,
Mm.
as we can see from the
Makinig,
screen,
mga DD-sheets.
there must be a sworn statement.
Mm.
It must be made under
Mm.
oath.
Makinig.
The statement contains deliberate assertion of falsehood,
Mm.
and the false declaration is with regard to material fact. Mr. Chair, in the course of our investigation, the special disbursing officers,
Mm. Makinig,
sina
makinig.
Ginoong Edward Fajarda
Listen.
at Ginang Gina Acosta, have plainly asserted na wala raw silang alam kung saang mga aktibidad ang pinaglaanan ng confidential funds. Can we please flash the certifications? Ayon sa kanila, basta-basta lang raw nila sinunod ang utos sa kanila ng ating Vice Presidente
Oh.
na ipasa ang confidential funds in the total amount of 612.5 million pesos, lagpas, Mr. Chair, sa kalahating bilyon
Oh.
sa ibang tao na siya raw
Slander.
namahala at nag-disburse
Slander
nito.
yan.
Pagkatapos ay ipinasa lang din ng mga SDO sa COA ang mga accomplishment
Oh.
reports at ang mga acknowledgement receipts na ibinigay sa kanila.
Plunder.
Pero hindi nila alam kung totoo ang nakasulat sa accomplishment reports, kung totoo or peke ang mga acknowledgement receipts
Oh.
at kung saan talaga ginamit ang pera.
Mm.
We have witnessed this, Mr. Chair, during the interpellation of SDO Edwin
Plunder.
Fajarda of the
Plunder.
Department of Education, as well as SDO Gina F. Acosta of the OVP. After they testified na ipinasa nila sa mga security officer ng Vice Presidente ang pera,
Mm.
wala ka nang makuhang impormasyon because they kept on giving an answer. Wala silang alam dahil ang kabuuan ng halaga ay ipinigay nila sa mga security officers. Ito pong certifications, Mr. Chair, is the perfect illustration
Plunder.
of a written perjury.
Mm.
Halimbawa ng tinatawag natin na written
Plunder.
statement made under oath.
Mm.
It is a basic principle that even first-year law students
Mm.
know that a statement made before a notary public, notario publico, is a statement made under the risk of perjury.
Oh.
In other words, Mr. Chair, when we talk about perjury, that includes the documents which were notarized by notary publics,
Oh.
sworn to before notary publics, similar to the certification that we are currently flashing on the screen.
Mm.
Now, let us look closer at what these certifications say. Ano po ba ang nilalaman ng mga certification na ito? Number one, yung expenses where the confidential funds were supposedly spent on were incurred in connection with the agency's intelligence and or confidential operations and activities. I wish to reiterate, paano po malalaman ng ating mga special disbursing officers whether the first certification is indeed correct if they simply handed the money to the security officers?
Oh, diba?
The second content, yung mga pinaggastosan raw ng
Oh.
confidential funds ay necessary and utilized for legal purposes. Again, Mr. Chair, how will they certify to this fact when they are totally unaware about the activities where the confidential funds were allegedly spent?
Oh.
Third, alam raw nila na hindi napunta ang funds sa mga gastusing ipinagpapawal sa confidential funds kagaya ng payment of salaries and wages, overtime, allowances, or fringe benefits. Mr. Chair, I wish to raise, there is one common answer coming from our SDOs. Wala silang alam dahil ang pera ay ipinigay sa mga security officers. For certification,
Diba?
any equipment purchased was supposedly relevant to the confidential
Platter.
and or intelligence activities. Mr. Chair, suffice it to say that the SDOs are totally unaware of how the confidential
yan.
funds were spent, primarily because they were not the one who disbursed the same.
Oo.
Paano po
Bawal
nila
yan.
patututuhanan
Bawal.
ang nilalaman
Bawal
ng mga
yan.
certifications na ito? Certifications which were sworn to before a notary public.
Correct.
To emphasize, Mr. Chair, and as seen from one of the certifications, which our Secretariat is showing right now, our Vice President and SDO Acosta signed and certified this certification before the notary public, and that is Attorney Abelia.
Oo.
Narito ang pinakabagong
Oh,
aparato
diba?
para sa pagsukat ng blood sugar, blood pressure, at oxygen levels sa dugo.
Attorney
Bawal
Abelia.
yan. Bawal. Bawal ang ginawa ni Lucrane.
Ano po ba ang sabi ng mga SDO?
Bawal ang ginawa ni Lucrane.
We all learned from the hearing on November 25 that while SDO Acosta did encash the check, according to her, wala po siyang alam
Oh.
kung saan napunta yung confidential funds. Kasi po, ito ay turn over sa VP-SPG.
Oh.
Mr. Chair, this is totally, if not completely contradictory to the contents of the certification.
Oh,
It's the
bawal
exact
yan.
same story for Mr. Fajarda of DepEd, Mr. Chair. Sabi po nila, Ms. Acosta at Mr. Fajarda, sa ating pagdinig, na hindi talaga nila alam kung saan ginastos ang pera. In other words, malay po ba nila kung napunta nga ba sa intelligence or confidential operations and activities ang pera? Malay po ba nila kung totoo yung mga pinagsasasabi na accomplishment report, liquidation report, and most importantly, certification? But they signed it, Mr. Chair. They signed them under oath. This means, Mr. Chair, that Ms. Acosta and Mr. Fajarda did not only violate the joint circular, they also lied under oath dito sa kanilang certification. They did this not just
Because
once,
it's way.
not just twice,
Bawal
but
yun.
thrice for Mr. Fajarda. And for Ms. Acosta, I have to say, she did it 4 times. Paulit-ulit silang nagsinungaling sa kanilang certifications, Mr.
Sabi
Chair.
mo sa iyo eh.
The next offense that I wish to raise, Mr. Chair,
Corrupt.
corruption of public officers.
Corrupt.
Simply stated,
Si
Mr. Chair,
Lucrane. Corrupt.
sa isang korupsyon or anomalya, may isang nanunuhol at may isang sinusuhulan.
Si Lucrane.
The offense committed by the author of corruption is Article 212, that is corruption of public officers. On the assumption, Mr. Chair, na tinanggap ang suhol, then the offense committed by the one who received the money, we call it bribery. Let us discuss first bribery, Mr. Chair. Ano ang elements ng bribery? There must be a public officer. The accused is a public officer. He received directly or through another some gift or present. The receipt was in consideration of his commission of some crime,
Oh.
and that relates to the exercise of his
Yung
function as a
nagsasalita,
public
magaling
officer.
na attorney
Of course,
yan.
kailangang ma-mention ang
Congresswoman,
mga krimen ng mga
attorney,
nagsuhol at mga
Jinky,
nagpasuhol.
Luistro, magaling
Ito po
na
ang mga
attorney.
elements ng bribery. Malamang lahat ng mga
Diba?
tao na naimbestigahan natin ay public officials who receive amounts of not just any money, but possibly of confidential funds as well.
Ang laki ng kasalanan ni Lucrane. Corrupt. Corrupt.
Siyempre, kung may mga
Corrupt,
tumatanggap
Lucrane,
ng suhol,
corrupt.
may mga nagsusuhol.
Oh, di ba?
Sila naman po ay magiging liable sa krimen
Diba?
ng corruption of public officers. Again,
Kurap,
Mr. Chair,
sinukring,
for clarity,
lukring, kurap.
ang nanuhol ay liable sa corruption of public officers.
Oh,
Ang
diba?
tumanggap ng suhol, they are liable for bribery. Ibig sabihin, may isang special krimen para sa nagsusuhol ng mga public officials. Tingnan po natin, parehas
Kurap,
lamang
sinukring,
ang penalty na ini-impose sa mga nagsusuhol at sinusuhulan as provided under Article
Kurap,
2.2.
sinukring,
Except, of course, disqualification and suspension.
Oh.
Because these two penalties apparently apply only to public officials. Kaya naman, ang bribery at corruption of public officers ay ang pagbibigay ng pera,
Kurap,
regalo, o kahit
sinukring,
anumang advantage or favor sa pamamagitan ng pag-abuso ng kanyang posisyon sa gobyerno. Kindly flash the next screen.
Oh, diba?
Let's all recall what we discovered from the committee
Makinig mga didichit,
investigations.
andito lahat ng
May
kasalanan.
mga empleyado sa DepEd
Lukring,
na tumanggap
kasalanan
ng white
ng kasalanan ni
envelopes
Lukring,
in the same
isa-isa rin
period
yan.
within the confidential funds for DepEd were released. Hindi po ba hinala yan?
Oo.
And you can see from the screen, OVP executive admits inamin handing cash envelopes to DepEd officials.
Oh.
Next slide, please. We may recall, it was former Yusek Gloria Mercado who first revealed to us that she received 9 envelopes with 25,000 in a span of 9 months.
Bribery.
Ito'y ibinigay ni Sunshine
Bribery.
Fajardo
Corruption.
ang mga envelopes kay Yusek Mercado at sinabi na galing ito sa Vice Presidente Sara Duterte.
Kurap,
Malinaw na
Kurap.
malinaw na
Sinukay.
ang ganitong
Kurap.
pagkakataon ay
Kurap.
hindi
Kurap.
normal. Hindi normal na ang boss ay nagbibigay bigla ng sobre na may 25,000
Kurap.
each for 9 months
Kurap.
to her
Sinukay.
very own head of procurement. Anyone can easily conclude that this is not merely out of generous heart of VP Duterte, but was precisely given in attempt to influence Yusek Mercado, to which she failed to do. And we may recall, Mr. Chair, during our interpellation with Yusek Gloria Mercado, she admitted believing that those envelopes were given to her to influence her decision as hope. Next slide, please. It was not a surprise when former Chairman Resty Osayas, this is our second DepEd official, he is the chairman of DepEd Bids and Awards Committee. He admitted, siya rin ay nakatanggap ng sobre na may laman na pera. Again, another key official in the procurement process of the DepEd. And yet again, another act of corruption plaguing in the DepEd. Nauna, Mr. Chair, Yusek Mercado, she was the hope of DepEd, and this time we have Chairman Resty Osayas, Chairman of DepEd Bids and Awards Committee. Both admitted having received envelopes with money inside.
Kurap,
Next slide, please. Of course, sino po
kurap,
makakalimot sa ating Chief Accountant ng DepEd, Ms. Runa Catalan. Like former Yusek Mercado, like Mr. Osayas, Ma'am Catalan received the same number of envelopes containing the same amount of money in the same period of February to September 2023.
Correct.
Again, another key
Correct.
official in the DepEd who
Sinukring.
necessarily deals with the
Correct.
public funds of the
Sinukring.
DepEd was blinded by an alleged gift from VP Duterte. But it was later on revealed that she was requested by Sunshine Fahamshon Premier. Mr. Chair,
sinukring.
in line with the issue of bribery and corruption, I wish to manifest that there is a chance that the 3 key officials of DepEd, who I previously mentioned, Yusek Mercado, Mr. Osayas, Ms. Catalan, were not only employees of DepEd who receive envelopes with cash. I believe that it is only a matter of time. And I hope that light be shed on this alarming revelation. Tayo po'y naniniwala
Kurap.
na hindi lamang ang tatlong
Sinukring.
opisyalis na ito
Kurap.
ang tumanggap ng envelope na may lamang pera mula sa ating Vice Presidente.
Kurako.
Ultimately, Mr. Chair,
Sinukring.
ating nakitaan
Kurako.
na maaaring
Lukring.
ikaso mula sa ating mga nadinig sa ating komite. Rito ay ang violation ng plunder sa ilalim ng Republic Act 7080 as a
Plunder.
ang basis po natin
Plunder.
ay lahat ng mga nakalap na impormasyon patungkol sa paggasta
Plunder.
di umano ng OVP at ng Department of Education ng confidential funds sa ilalim ng pamumuno ng ating Vice Presidente.
Plunder.
Mapapansin po natin na wala pong naipakita na ebidensya kung saan totoong napunta talaga ito. Pinatutunayan lang ng mga opisinang ito sa pamamagitan ng acknowledgement receipts
Kurap.
na atin namang napansin ng napakaraming anomalya.
Kurap.
Pareho ang sulat,
Sinukring.
pareho ang pirma, pareho ang tinta ng ballpen.
Oh.
Ang impossibility na ito ay na-disburse ayon sa dami ng resibo sa iisang araw lamang. At isama na din po natin ang mga nadiskubre nating pangalang Mary Grace Piatos at Kokoy Villamin na napatunayan na wala sa database ng Philippine Statistics Authority.
Kurako.
Ang isang konklusyon na aming nakikita sa mga ito ay hindi tunay, pineke lamang ang mga ito upang maipamukha lamang
Kurako.
na ginasta ito
Sinukring.
para sa surveillance
Lukring.
activities
Kurako.
upang magamit ang pondong ito sa ibang kagamitan o pansariling interes.
Tama.
Ano nga
Kurako.
ba ang plunder, Mr. Chair?
Sinukring. Kurako.
Sa ilalim po ng Section 2 ng ating Anti-Plunder Act,
Plunder.
nakasaan dito,
Plunder
any
yan.
public officer
Plunder.
who by himself or in connivance with members of his family, relatives by affinity or
Plunder
consanguinity,
yan. Plunder.
business associates,
Kurako.
subordinates, or
Sinukring.
other persons amasses, accumulates, or acquires ill-gotten wealth through a combination or series of overt or criminal acts in the aggregate amount or
Kurako.
total value of at least
Sinukring.
50 million pesos.
Oo.
Nakasaan din
Plunder.
rito na ang penalty ng paglabag ay reklusyon perpetua na may katumbas na 20 years and 1 day
Plunder.
hanggang 40 years. I wish to add, Mr. Chair,
Kurako.
ito po kasong ito, considering the penalty of reclusion perpetua is non-bailable.
Oh.
Kalapit din po ng penalty na ito ang
Plunder.
perpetual absolute disqualification, which includes deprivation of such person from holding public office and employment kahit pa manalo sa eleksyon.
Correct.
Kaya naman, Mr. Chair,
Plunder.
ang plunder sa madaling salita ay
Magnanakaw.
ang pagnanakaw ng pera
Sinukring.
mula sa kaban ng bayan
Magnanakaw.
na may halaga na higit
Sinukring.
sa 50 million pesos sa pamamagitan ng
diba?
paggawa ng ibang krimen.
Magnanakaw.
Next slide,
Sinukring.
please.
Magnanakaw.
Kung makikita po natin sa ating screen, mayroong total na 7 umaabot sa 612 million 500,000 pesos.
Oh.
Ang 4 na cheque ay
Sobra
mula
pa sa
sa
plunder.
OVP, umabot ng 500 million pesos. At ang 3 pang cheque
Oh.
ay mula sa DepEd
Oh.
na nagkakahalaga naman ng 112 million 500,000 pesos.
Sobra
Mr.
pa sa
Chair,
plunder.
ang nabanggit na halaga, 612 million 500,000 pesos. Lagpas sa 50 million pesos na required para sa kasong plunder.
Plunder.
Ang mga checking ito ay lahat nakapangalan kay Ms. Gina Acosta bilang Special Disbursing Officer ng DepEd. Inamin niya sa atin na imbis na i-disburse na ito as confidential expenses, ay sinunod ang utos ng Vice Presidente na ibigay ang pera sa kanyang security officer.
Plunder.
Dito naman po sa Department of Education, ang PE sa mga cheque
Magnanakaw.
ay ang Special
Sinukring.
Disbursing Officer Edward Fajarda. Former Special Disbursing Officer of DepEd. Inamin rin niya na nung nakaraang hearing na ang perang kanyang natatanggap ay kanyang ibinibigay sa security officer sa utos din ng ating Vice President.
Oh.
Mr. Chair, I wish to show the breakdown of the confidential funds
Ang inyong
which were received both by DepEd
Magnanakaw.
and OVP. For OVP, Mr. Chair, for clarity, we have 125 million, that is last quarter of 2022, and then 125 million for the first,
Magnanakaw.
second, third quarters
Ang
of
inyong
2023, total of
Magnanakaw.
375. So 2022, which is 125, and 2023, which is 375, that is 500 million in total confidential funds utilized by the Office of the Vice President, Mr. Chair. For DepEd, Mr. Chair, I understand that this were utilized during the first 3 quarters of 2023, 37,500,000 each for the first, second, and third quarter of 2023, which totaled to 112 million pesos confidential fund utilized by the Department of Education. In total, Mr. Chair, ang kabuang halaga po na ating naimbestigahan pertaining to the utilization of confidential fund is 612,500,000 pesos.
Magnanakaw. Nag-dirty. Magnanakaw.
At nakakalula. And to be very candid, Mr. Chair, ilang bata na sana ang ating napakain.
Di ba? Magnanakaw. Duterte. Magnanakaw.
At ilang pamilya na sana ang ating nabigyan ng bahay.
Correct.
Mr. Chair, considering that the amounts involved here far surpass the threshold for plunder, ilang pandarambong, it is my humble position na dapat po talaga ay may pagpatuloy at mapalalim pa ang investigasyon upang malaman kung sino ang nakinabang sa perang ito. Such an investigation may not be for Congress to conduct anymore. Again, our ultimate purpose here is to legislate. Such an investigation, however, we will ensure will be conducted, Mr. Chair. Hindi po basta-basta ang mga pangyayaring natuklasan natin rito.
Correct.
Finally, Mr. Chair, ayon po sa isang Supreme Court decision, this is Macapagal Arroyo versus People, GR numbers 220598 and 220953, dated July 19, 2016. On the crime of plunder, napag-usapan po dito ng Supreme Court ang will conspiracy na nagaganap in the commission of plunder. Kaya kung may pagpapatuloy po ang investigasyon, maigi pong matingnan kung sino po ba ang hub, sino ang mga spokes, ilang conspiracy po ba ang ating pinag-uusapan. In other words, Mr. Chair, we will look forward that as the other agencies conduct an in-depth investigation on this, we will look forward sino ang hub, sino ang sentro, sino ang nakikinabang dito sa alleged will conspiracy na ito. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro.
Di ba? Kitang-kita ang pagnanakaw ni Lucring. So si Lucring, ang kaso ni Lucring, plunder, bribery. Kinurap niya ang mga government officials, kinurap niya sa pamagitan ng pagbabribe, kurakot, pagnanakaw. Kaya si Lucring dapat na talaga ma-impeach. Punta kayo ha, January 31, impeach Lucring. Sa rally natin sa People Power Monument. Join kayo, no? People Power Monument, rally natin yan. So, isisigaw natin doon, Lucring. Impeach Lucring. Di ba? Yun lang muna mga guys. Maraming salamat sa panonood. January 31, don't forget, alas 9 ng umaga, no? Impeach Lucring. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Salamat po!